from playing?
Possibly, but to get it started and do it right, alcohol takes too much money and time, and can actually be a hindrance first.
Now, have you seen that it was getting increasing? If it was increasing in popularity, is that something you would consider in the future?
Very much so. I've thought about who I can talk to about liquor licenses, and downtown is actually getting ready to do a big revamp. They've got a lot of money set aside. They're going to start doing a nice big renovation of downtown Canton, specifically for arts. They're going to do some shops. I've heard this through a bunch of people. And right around this warehouse that I want to rent is where they're going to start renovating everything. Kind of like downtown Cleveland did, like Akron's doing it, and they're putting a ton of time and money into that area, so I think it's going to blow up. I really
Canton's
do.
plan is just starting out, too, which is very good.
I've heard about that for like the last 3 months, and there's a ton of money. They're starting this year on some of the major downtown renovations.
Now, do you think you would get involved with anything like First Friday or anything like that?
Oh God, yeah. I plan on contacting Stark, Arch and Stark. I got a couple of people I know there that I've done some things for. I want to talk to maybe even to whoever's in charge downtown, the chair. What's word I'm looking? JC's chair, whoever's in charge downtown with doing all the, Hall of Fame stuff and just anything that's involving art. I want to contact somebody and see who wants to help. I think it'd be really cool, and that's another reason I don't think the alcohol is that important right now. I'm not much of a drinker anyway, but I know everybody else out there wants to drink and have a good time. We're sitting in a bar at Rippers right now, so you got to buy your beer. But I figure there's so many things around that place that already sell alcohol. It's not going to make or break me if I do it that way. So if I can
it's
get
just something that, like me being in a band and everything, I know that personally I like to have a drink or two before we go up there.
Right.
But still, at the same time, it's something to work up to.
Yes.
Especially with looking at it from trying to put up a venue and everything.
Right
in the beginning of getting all of your feet wet or whatever you want to call it. All of your feet. Yeah, that makes sense.
I have 6 feet. So.
Yeah, 6 feet. 6 feet. But yeah.
I think Hazard just cracks me up.
Thanks, man. I'm glad I make you laugh.
I don't think I ever see you at a bar without a drink in your hand.
Well,
is that a good thing or a bad
thing?
thing?
Throw a couple shows, right? Open it up. Don't have a name or just put a couple shows on.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever go downtown when the Y was there and used to have shows at the Y in the basement at the YMCA?
No, I was.
That's how old I am, dude.
Yeah,
the old Y is gone, but I used to go in the basement of the old downtown Y,
long drive.
and they would have. I'm not joking. 300, 400, 500 kids to go see 4 or 5 no-name bands that are just local having a good time. They never served a drop of liquor.
Yeah.
Now, I don't
And they split the money with all the kids. If you're a 16-year-old kid in a band and you can go home with $300 in your pocket.
Oh, right.
Because 4 bands brought 100 people each, and they each paid $5. I mean, come on. And again, it's not about the money. It's about getting music there and having a place to go play and rehearse and hang out and be with your boys, be with your girls, whatever. I love it.
I don't remember who told me this, or if even it was a local thing or not, but I guess a while ago, I might have read it somewhere. There was, I guess, a funeral home, and
that already sounds fun.
We heard about that at one of the concerts. I think it was the Wadsworth Tavern show, actually.
Somebody was telling us about a funeral home. Was it around here, I think?
I think so.
Mark, maybe you know what I'm talking about. There's a funeral home.
They lived above the place.
Yeah, there was some kids or something that lived above this funeral home. And at night, I guess they would always have these, killer shows inside this funeral home. And then I guess the cops found out about it and shut them down. And I think they actually ended up making the people move out too. But I think anywhere that shows like that, it's kind of cool.
Well, I like that. I'm not like some crazy funeral loving guy.
Right.
Formaldehyde would probably make me sick after a while, but no, the basement of this warehouse is where I want to put everything. And you have to go down this old 1920s elevator with the gate on it.
That's brutal.
And it's it's so perfect because you load up to this nice big archway entrance, go into a man door to walk downstairs, or you load your gear into an old school rickety-tickety elevator. It's so cool. And you open up and you walk in the basement. It's just old brick and dirt and just big timbers, and there's nothing down there. It's going to be really cool and have a really. I'm trying to think of what not gothic, but really just dirty underground kick-ass punk rock look from scratch. I mean, CBGB's doesn't exist anymore. Maybe I could just make my own Canton version of CBGB's.
Yeah, there you go.
Because I always wanted to go there, and then they closed down before I could even go. But I don't even know what to call it yet. It's such an early thing, but I I really think I can have something going by spraying. I really do.
That'd be cool.
That would be sweet.
I think all of us
rooms
here.
and everything. I'm kind of excited about it. I told the guys in the band about it too. Maybe kind of incorporating Devilstrip. Our name is Devilstrip. Kind of incorporating the band name, and because we're probably going to rehearse there too. If I build a kick-ass rehearsal place,
Right.
I'm going to be there.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
right?
I think all three of us can agree that we would probably help out as much as we could
Yeah.
to make something like that come to life.
I think it'd be sweet. It's literally a 5-minute walk from downtown. So,
let me take a quick break. I'm going to play Empty Space from the Real California. We just put a review of their EP, Just Like the Sun, on our website, cmfcradio.com. So you can
Great
check that
song,
out.
too.
Yeah, this is a great song from the Real California. We'll be right back on the Crash Report with Mark from Devilstrip. Don't go anywhere.
Another cold day inside my head as I try to search for you once again. I'm left here waiting.
are back on the Crash Report with Mark from Devilstrip. I believe Mark's actually going to do a little bit of acoustic for us.
All right.
Maybe do a song now and then maybe a song a little bit later on.
Whatever you want me to do, I am here for you.
Kenny, why don't you turn that mic a little bit? Maybe move back a little bit towards where she's at, so it doesn't. Yeah.
Test 1, 2. Greg Lindgren, can you hear me? Yeah. And before I forget, you know how to find us: Facebook, all the normal internet stuff, Reverb Nation, Facebook, all that stuff. Say hello to us, add us, make us your friends. We like to be friends.
Do you guys have a SoundCloud or anything with music on?
No. You're the third person to ask me about SoundCloud this week. I don't know anything other than what we've started so far. So Greg and Jimmy are the computer guys. They're the ones that kind of get the internet thing going with each avenue. So find us on Reverb Nation, Facebook. No, we're not on MySpace. Is anybody on MySpace?
Everybody said there for a while. Everybody was saying it was going to come back. It was going to be the best thing in the world for bands.
Yeah, I heard like Bon Jovi might help buy it or something. Justin Timberlake might help buy it and refinance
Bon
it.
Jovi might as well buy
Timberlake
it.
Or Gene Simmons.
Save it, I don't know.
Gene Simmons probably going to get a
Gene
patent
Simmons
on
bought it.
MySpace.
It'd be called Kiss Space. So
My
Jimmy, our
Kiss.
drummer Jimmy loves some Kiss, so he'd be all over that. But
All right, so Mark, my bad.
it's all right.
From Devilstrip is going to play some acoustic for us. So what are you going to play for us, Mark?
Well, I'll tell you what. I don't get to do this song very much. My fiance and I do a lot of acoustic music together, and we do some stuff that Devilstrip does, but we do it acoustically. So my fiance Stacy, hi Stacy, if you're listening, she's at home with the baby. Thanks for letting me come out. She and I, it was very cool. It was last minute, so thank you very much. She and I do a project called the Mark Andrew Project on the side of Devilstrip, and she is incredible.
I think I've seen you post something about that on Facebook.
You probably have, and we're hopefully going to get out and do some more gigs this year. And she and I do this song. This is that She Said song that you like. I wrote this acoustically just like this 12 years ago. So this is how I wrote it that far ago, and now you'll be able to hear the rock version whenever Devilstrip's album's done.
Can we turn this mic just a little bit more for him so that it...
Turn it!
It keeps turning.
It does.
Does it?
Seems to want to turn on its own.
Is it going to go back if you let go? Looks good. All right. This is Mark from Devilstrip playing She Said.
I apologize. Cold strings. It's negative 25 wind chill outside.
It's terrible. I mean, I was going to die walking 3 seconds from my car to the door.
You actually wore a coat.
I did. I never wear coats ever.
Hope you like it. If you can hear it, awesome. If you can't, I apologize. It's all good. But listen to the words. I hope you guys like it. This is how I wrote it a long time ago, and we do it a little bit different with Devilstrip, but this is the original version. This is called She Said. Y'all ready?
Let's go.
She said she's had enough in her own little crazy way. It's been a while since we last talked. It seemed like she was okay.